Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back, Asgardians, new and old, to another hammer reforging and black blade god gorging episode of this week's Cosmic Thor Crit and Thunder. This is your GM Patrick here, your gore maniac god killer, and joining me in finding MacGuffins and pointless side quests are your 5 superpowered gods of the multiverse. And my friends, across the digital table for me, whosoever wields this hammer will have the power of Miles playing Rami.
Good evening.
On my right, a grayscale foe ready to bring an Oscar-worthy performance to a silly comic books movie. It's Tyler playing Edrass.
I like to cosplay as Fat Thor 24/7, 365.
To his left, the glorious Valkyrie who wants to die in battle but sits out the final battle because she doesn't want to die. It's Rebecca playing Alindra.
Hello.
To my left, just ahead of Korg, probably so they don't spend their entire budget animating him, it's Drew playing Knack Feldspar.
Taika Waititi playing a character. Is it Taika Waititi or is it the character? You'll never know.
And finally, to his left, a kid that comes out of nowhere, seemingly unearned, completely disconnected from the plot. It's Jabert as Andis 148.
My name is Love and Thunder.
Yeah, what's the kid's name's Thunder?
I want to say the kid was named Love and then he was named Thunder.
I'm sorry, these are spoilers. I haven't seen this movie.
Spoilers, yes.
If you haven't seen this movie, you're not gonna see this movie.
Not this conversation again.
I think I did in one of these intros write spoilers because it was going to be for like Black Panther, but even at the time when that comes out, it'll be like 4 months or whatever. First Thor film without Loki, and it's not very good. So what does that tell you? Loki's a big part of that equation.
I liked Ragnarok. I think it was probably my favorite of any Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's
my favorite too. I think it's certainly my favorite Thor.
Unimpeachable opinion when it's that fun. And it's like this movie, they tried. They tried so hard to kind of replicate what made that movie successful, and they did not hit the mark.
I don't know that they did.
They didn't try to make it similar to Ragnarok.
No, they tried to make it similar to Ragnarok, but I don't know if it was if there was a tight production schedule or something, but there was just something that was missing from that movie. Because I mean, all the ingredients of that movie are excellent. You have a phenomenal cast. You have a great writer director. I think there's something behind the scenes that's keeping some of these movies from really expressing themselves.
Was that movie made in Canada? It seems like maybe that's the problem.
It seemed like a television production where they're just like, oh, well, let's go film it in Canada to save some costs.
I don't think that was the issue at all. I think there was something missing that was in the last one. I think there's something missing in the ingredients. Yeah.
Well, there's just one too many plots they were trying to kind of shove in there. And it's like, if they, like at the end of the movie, spoiler, it does seem like they want to make another Thor after this. I don't know why they kind of rushed some plots along, but
I mean, let's
play Starfinder.
I was gonna say there's the Chris.
No. Let's chit chat. This is gonna be an hour and a half of chit chat. No. This is the chit chat episode.
This is crit chat.
That's what the more you nerd is for.
Let Jabert talk.
Okay.
No one listens to us on that show, Rebecca. You know that.
I was just gonna say. I mean, there is sort of the Chris Hemsworth of it all, and he's stepping back from acting. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
that was announced after the movie, though.
It was so for people who don't know, he learned that he has a genetic susceptibility to early onset dementia. And so he's decided to step back from acting. And my suspicion is that maybe he'd sort of been aware of that maybe for a year or so, maybe he shared his plans with some other people, but so they were just sort of like, yeah, let's move on here. But
speed through this film.
Let's make sure any stories we want to tell with this Thor, we're gonna go ahead and tell those stories.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the other Thor as well, but
Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose so.
Guys,
really screwed the pooch on that one, huh? Maybe not so much.
yeah, and you gotta bring in Beta Ray Bill if you want Thor 5.
Right.
Last time
I
on
would
the podcast,
100% watch that movie.
Oh yeah, big old horse man with a hammer. I love it.
Last time on the podcast, you all explored the optics lab where you met Kathlo, the Aklath warrior. She joined your cause, and as
Can we call her
Alindra,
Kathy? Is that okay?
Kathy the Aklath, the Ak.
She says.
As Alindra explored one of the high-tech computer consoles here, its defensive programs activated and created near-perfect doubles of 3 of the Drift Rider crew. Your first question this week in our trivia last time on recap is, in what book did you guys last fight living holograms in season 1 of the podcast?
What book?
I can remember that fight.
Yeah, I feel like I remember the fight. I remember where we were. I believe.
Are you gonna make a guess?
I'm gonna make a guess.
Okay, gonna need the name of the book.
Oh, the name of the book?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said which book. I was like, oh, book 4.
I think
What? Oh, you want to go for it, Miles? You say gift no.
I think I'm with Javert. Javert.
Javert is my name.
Yeah. Something the Ruin Clouds.
It's correct.
Hey, nice.
By our friend
From
Jason
downtown.
Keeley. It was the one that Miles really loved the best, right? That's your favorite? Not book 3. Your second question is, as these things attacked you all, they laid into Edrass, leaving your mighty tank Vesk. Laid them out low with critical hits. And what critical hit effect did their slam attacks have? Question number 2. Crit hit effect. I believe Edrass saved against it.
Ooh. It was wound.
Incorrecto.
No?
It was one that did damage to stats.
It was not that either.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All kinds wrong. It's a
Stat damage was will saves from the pulsing light, which I kept failing.
That was that, yeah.
It was a hard light slam. and
Tyler, if you knew this, why did you say anything?
he didn't know it.
Oh.
The hard light slam does blinding criticals.
Yeah.
And Draw saved against it, so he wasn't blinded.
Yeah.
before
I just
being
remember
taken
rolling
out.
the fortitude saves and succeeding. I don't even remember Patrick saying what they were.
And your last question is, as the fight raged on, and indeed an odd pinkish purple color penetrated your beings, deeply affecting Edrass and Andis, are two thick boys. This hazard ability is based on an alien that appeared in the 2018 Alien Archive number 2. What was the name of that being?
It was Color Out of Space.
That is correct. 1 wrong, 2 right. No boom,
So close.
no curse.
So close. Patrick, next season we got to do something different because no one's ever won this competition.
We
We've
here
here it
and
like
there.
twice, but
I know, but this campaign's been going on for a year and a half now. So
You've won it plenty of times, but yeah, we're gonna do something different every season, and
okay,
it's gonna be even harder next season.
no,
Great.
It's just not trivia based.
The next one is going to be all right. So it's time for our recap here with our 100-page essay on what happened last time.
we have to play a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And
I
we'll just
kinda-
all lose every
I
time.
kind of don't want to spoil it here, but come back season 5 and you got another new last time on.
I don't know. Something tells me he's just going to ask us one question a week, and that question is going to be, "What is your prime directive right now?" And none of us are going to know.
It might be similar to that.
I mean, is it something about an AI? No, we're trying to find a rare monkey. Like, okay, cool, great.
Guys, the last thing that happened, indeed, Edrass was KO'd in the optics lab here. Knocked out.
He's got little Tweety birds flying around his head.
Yeah. Does anybody have some ways? Obviously, you can do a medicine check to try and stabilize your boy. Does anybody have any potions or lotions to heal him up?
So this is something that I took a long time ago, thinking it would be extremely useful, and I've never used it, but I took a spell that allows me to basically treat living beings as if they are machines or constructs. And I can cast mending to heal them for, I mean, very light hit points, but it should be enough to get him
Get him back into positive.
return to consciousness.
And honestly,
like a D4 or
Tyler
whatever.
is our healer. And so
Yeah, I mean,
he's the one with all the heal spells.
It's a D4, but I mean, it gets him awake.
Right.
I can
He's
roll a
just
medicine
zero.
check if you want to save the spell.
It's like a level 1 or 0 spell. So
Yeah, I think Miles has probably been dying to spin the spell for like 6
literal
months or
years.
something.
I think you've used it before, but go ahead and use it. Right. I think you've used it on Andis at the very least.
4.
Right.
Oh,
4.
max healing.
So you're basically back to full, right?
Yeah, I'm basically God here.
Basically out.
From the dead.
Yeah.
Jesus Quindar.
So Tyler, you're obviously pretty busted up. Maybe you're. I imagine your the little cap on the end of your tail is like hanging off a little bit.
Yeah.
Needs to be
probably.
put back on. Do you have healing that can sort of get you back up, or do you need serums?
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, I don't need serums. I should
Okay.
be.
No, you're
Yeah.
the world's hugest tank and monster. Okay, got it.
I am the world's hugest tank and monster.
Just didn't have enough actions to
Well,
get off that healing during
I
combat.
do have
Got it.
some MK3 serums if you need anything.
Yeah, I've got one.
those
left,
those
so.
should be saved for like true oh no moments.
Okay.
You know, because my healing is so it's so
I'm trying not to be insulted by whatever you're about to say.
it's just like I mean
I'm so much better than all of you peons who
it's
can't
so
heal.
much better than a serum. You know.
At least none of us is a mystic and just like sitting here like crying into our like I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Holy
so
relic.
pointless.
This is gonna be so. I think Edrass hasn't been knocked down in a very long time.
He doesn't even lie down to sleep.
Yeah, I sleep in a fighting stance,
Right.
running combat programs, and so I think he kind of maybe he kind of opens his eyes. Maybe Rami is right there next to him, and he's really
where this is
dazed.
going. They lock eyes. This magic moment's playing.
Right.
One big scaled hand comes up to your cheek.
Well, he's imprinted on Rami again, so you're gonna be
Are you
following
my
him
mother?
around.
Our mother, I found you. It's been so long. And he kind of maybe shakes his head and is just really dazed and confused, but you will see his maybe his scales glow with mystical energy, and this is going to be 20d8 plus a handful.
What is it you're casting?
Mystic Cure.
Just Mystic Cure level 6?
Yeah. Hopefully this should be at least, hopefully it's a good roll. I don't know. 94. That's
Who
not bad.
knows? Who knows if that's a good roll? It's impossible to know.
It's impossible to know. I think it could have been a little better, but that
Certainly
would
not
be
bad.
That's certainly not bad. So that'll
Yeah,
be.
I think 90 is the average there. So technically good.
Plus my
Yeah.
4 is 98, so I helped.
Yeah, look at that, 98.
So yeah, that'll
Call him Mr.
hold-
98.
That'll hold me over, and then maybe he'll just kind of sheepishly say like, I'm gonna need like 10 minutes to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need 10 minutes too. I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna
if I could-
sit down for a
Yeah.
smidge.
Knack is also going to take 10 and roll for a serum of healing.
Ooh. Knack took HP damage too, or he didn't heal up from the Catholic fight?
Yes, and then you hit me with my own copy and knocked half my HP off.
Oh, I guess I need to take a rest too. I guess I got kind of hurt.
Just be like, Kathy, watch the door. We're gonna take a nap.
On it.
For a minute.
Got it.
Kathy, you got serums?
Actually, I don't even know if I needed to. I cast
They
level
did not
6 tonight.
freeze me in place with healing devices. That's what
Like
I
in
was
an
looking
action
for.
Pose, like in an action pose, she's like, like with a needle.
I beat up a giant when I was awoken, and I came here looking for. There's got to be some kind of healing bay on this level. I imagine for those who lived and worked here.
Yeah, I guess we didn't help very much with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is she doing okay? Like,
I'm very jacked up as well, but
Maybe you should stand in the back, Kathy.
I think this is the third voice that I've done for this character. So
Good one. That's a very good one.
as my hit points go down further, my voice changes.
Get gruffer and gruffer. It's good.
Can I roll?
Gosh, I got hurt real bad again. I stubbed my toe.
That's right.
Can I roll a treat deadly wounds on old Kathy the Cathlo?
Oh yeah.
While we're at it,
DDD.
I'll just say out loud for podcast record, Edrass also has access to restoration. So Jabert, your constitution drain is healed. Your charisma drain, however, is still there. I can take care of that tomorrow.
I mean, honestly, my constitution drain just makes me more and more my own character. So that's
Yes.
that. I'm actually kind of like into the constitution, the charisma drain. That is.
You're like, never heal it, Tyler. Never
No. That stays. My sense motive gets worse and worse and worse. Like, no, that's charisma, isn't it? It's
charisma. Yeah,
That's wisdom.
wisdom.
Wisdom is
Okay.
sense motive, yeah.
Well, that could have been much worse if maybe more people had been affected by that, or you had kept failing some of those rules. But if you're able to get rid of that drain, that's not so bad, right? We can probably deal with another trap or two similar to
medicine
that.
check. We need some Starfinder 2.0 rules so that can be a critical success.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like you've rolled a full success here on the treat deadly wounds. So 1 HP per level, so that's 19 plus your intelligence modifier. What would that be, Drew?
That would be 5.
So 24?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's still bloodied, but she's doing a little bit better. She's like, thank you, small furry man.
You got it.
Small furry man with the big furry plan.
Does anybody else need any healing, or you ready to move on?
I think with a 10-minute rest, just regaining my stamina, I'm ready to shake the rust off the old clickety-clack plates and mosey on.
Yeah, I would love to find
What
that.
is this, a 5-foot door? No, I can't go through there. I can't do that.
Would love to find that medical bay, but not back at full HP, but in fighting shape.
With the defensive measures down here and the kind of defenders of this room dealt with, Rami, indeed, what Alindra was looking at was more of an old school looking computer interface with a circuit board kind of stuck into it that seems like you can extract to take a look at if you're interested. Didn't get the mute button on that one, huh?
Mm-mm.
Come on, come on.
Got like a half mute.
Who wants to take this thing for themselves? It's like a circuit board kind of size and shape.
Oh, wait, sorry. I apologize. What was the object?
It is an older piece of tech from the rest of the computers and things in this room. But this is what Alindra was going for that seemed to set off the defensive measures of the hard light holograms. You guys have been looking for these transposition keys.
That's right. Yeah. I'll go ahead and pick that up and store that in my armor, we'll say.
Alindra's scared of it, so she's not touching it.
Yeah, well,
I've got like I'm sure I've got super big pockets.
as you pull it out of the system here, it does look like a long, thin plate of circuits. There's a plastic handle on one end that allows you to grip it without touching them all. And there's a large circle on the inside of the plate, and there's some arcane kind of mystical writings around the edges of the circle. And it is at the very end by the handle, a symbol that kind of morphs in your mind as you look at it and forms the shape of a kind of common symbol for ending, the omega symbol. I think I have art of this that I can share with you. If not, then that description will do.
Well, I've got decent mysticism, and so I'll try to decipher it as best I can, but I think I'm also going to show it to Rami and see if he can make heads or tails of this crazy magic speak.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll mysticism myself.
Yeah. Oh man, it was sitting there right on the 20, wasn't it?
I know. So we 37, 38, what we both rolled. So we're kind of in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, so this is definitely, you're pretty sure the transposition key. What exactly this thing does, though, both of you guys are not sure just from examining it. It
Maybe
looks.
we need to find a second one and see if we can find commonalities between them.
Wait, you said it was a circuit board, right?
It is definitely a hybrid piece of.
Could I not
magical
roll
tech.
computers?
If you had a computer that you could interface this with,
we can't just gloss over what a drop did here.
Oh, come on. I was making all the hand signals. Yeah, I'm like, come on.
He was trying to wave us off.
I'm like, don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. I just did it for fun.
He rolled a sweet little natural one here on the thing. I think Edrass tries to go surfing on the circuit board.
He got wrong.
He's trying to ride the wave of the
portion
future.
of the question.
Tyler, how dare you
It's
have
the
fun here?
information superhighway.
No, but could I not roll computers for this? Since we're surrounded by this tech, right?
I think if you had a computer that could interface with it, yes, but nothing here. It seems to be kind of stored
Can Andis
here.
interface with it?
Just plug it into their chest.
Yeah, no, I'm not goofing. I mean, could an android interface with it?
It depends if you want to spend some time trying.
I've got a data jack, so in that sense,
You want to get jacked up?
Is this something you'd be interested in doing, Jabert?
I will explore this circuit board with my robot brain.
This surely will bring no bad things upon us.
Well, as you move to interface it with an Andis 148 and, try to get whatever connectivity between your data jack and this thing, as you're playing around with the transposition key as you do,
And I do.
Andis 148 and all of your armor and everything on you disappears completely. You're gone.
Oh, bye. I say,
Rami just looks around and is like, I didn't do it.
as I disappear, I shout, I double parked my car.
I mean, it's called a
Delete.
transposition key, right? So it transposed him somewhere
Delete my
else.
internet searches.
Blast my cache.
Wait. How far is our suit communicators? How far can that? Can we still talk to Andis?
No, they are gone. They are out of this world.
This is the second time that Jabert has interacted with an object that we have no idea what the repercussions of interacting with are.
I mean, to be fair, the blame lies squarely on me.
I mean, this is also a good moral. We should teach our listeners, don't touch things that you don't know what they are. And certainly don't insert them into your body.
That's right. Fun might happen.
Cathlo is like, did you want that to happen? Where did the big one go? The blue skin.
I'm working on that. I'm looking at any spell that I have that might have tracked him so that I can just instantly teleport next to him. I don't think I have one. Oh, wait. Would you say that was some sort of countermeasure?
No, indeedy not. This is a magical hybrid item, and if you are planless, this seems to expire after about a minute of time that does exist for you, Andis, as you are shunted to another state of existence. But as you come back, you just come back in the exact same spot you were in, back into reality, back into the material plane.
That was the best. Everyone should stick this inside of their ears, and it's so relaxing.
For that time, maybe you were in a place that seemed similar to the optics lab, but you couldn't interact with anything. Everyone disappeared during that time, and you're just left there by yourself for a minute.
It was just very lonely, but also very, very quiet, very peaceful. And I think I started to get lost in the hum of the machines around me a little bit. When I come back, I'm surprised to see you all there. I was like, oh, well,
howdy doody.
Yes, how do you do?
It just sounds like you needed a nap.
Yes, I mean, indeed, I needed 10 minutes of a nap, and so
do that 9 more times.
Perhaps we should find some more of these keys, and maybe we can transpose something more useful.
Isn't that what you said you were looking for? Were these keys? Is that what they're supposed to do?
No, but
You guys are just winging it, aren't you?
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
they're called transposition keys.
Tell me right now, what is your mission? What is your overall plan?
We need to find the transposition
trivia
lock.
quiz.
We seek the Holy Grail.
Right. There's this AI we need to transpose, right? And so,
How many more of these things do you need?
3 more.
Oh, goodness gracious. That seems like a lot.
is that right?
Yes, there are 4 in
Oh, there are
total.
4
and we have
total.
found
Okay, got it.
one.
Okay, we got one.
So Rami would ask Andis if he noticed anything distinctive about where he was in comparison to, like, you said it was similar to an area that we had all been in before, Patrick?
If you get a description from Andis, it does seem kind of like another plane of existence adjacent to our own, perhaps like the shadow plane or something like that. So maybe it's like an after image of the ship itself.
Okay. So it's like the upside down.
Yeah. So that's the transposition key here in this room. Do you guys want to continue on with your sojourn of the AI core deck?
Yeah, down to the southwest.
That is the next area. Yes, the next
Let's do it.
door.
Okie doke.
Alindra will lead the way since I was so successful in this room. I will find the key.
Slow down, Lindra.
Right.
Edrass walks alongside her, dragging the Spear of Fates behind him, dejected.
Mac walks a safe distance behind the two of them.
The door opens to a long hallway, about 10 feet wide. So sorry, Andis. And you immediately see a door about 20 feet along the right side. And then it continues on up about another 60 feet or so when it turns right.
Shall we open the door in the hallway? I don't see
Always.
why not?
You're going in first? Does that sound like
I
something?
mean, I've got
Alindra?
Edrass who is still a little bit hurt, and I've got Andis can't even follow us. So I think I'm about all there is. So yes, I'll be brave.
You're the leader of the pack.
Stamina.
Chop liver?
Can I carefully open the door and watch for traps?
You're right there, Tyler.
Sorry, it's just a podcast staple. Like anytime Rebecca opens a door, whether it's
Can
a
I
DMRNC
stealthily-
or this, she's like, "Can I stealthily open the door?"
It's not just that she opens the door. She opens the door after bragging about how she's the best suited person for being where she is.
I'm also
Don't
assuming
get
that these
wrong,
are like
I'm
Star
brave.
Trek doors, which don't just like you can't like peek. It's like
No, it's actually an oaken door with glass paneling. It's so weird to find it here in this.
They
I'm
have
used to
there for
playing
the
Pathfinder
classics.
as a rogue. I'm used to being able to sneak in.
Yeah.
So
It brings me such joy.
Okay. At the grocery store, I want you to stealthily open up the automatic sliding doors. Just like quickly go put your hand in front of the thing.
or
All right.
stealthily walk down the freezer aisle where all the lights turn on as soon as you show up. Yeah.
Like Brendan Fraser and Encino Man.
All right, yeah, I will bravely stand in front of the Star Trek door with my sword drawn.
I heard my phone buzz, but I don't remember where I put it.
Half-minded. Just flash teleport in there.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Why does everyone think I'm a glass?
Because you are.
No.
It is a like a 40 by 30 foot chamber here that you open up and see a large device resembling kind of like a telescope embedded in the northern wall opposite the room's only door. It has a large translucent helmet rather than an eyepiece that seems to be attached to it. And there's some supply cabinets standing against the wall to either side, maybe some desks and things, but that's it. That is all you see in this sparse laboratory.
Okay, I think Alindra, perhaps against Rebecca's better judgment, is going to walk into this room. She feels very at home because she is an astrophysicist and knows a lot about telescopes. So I think that she would be very interested in this very large device at the opposite end of the room and would go and inspect it carefully, watching for traps.
Oh my goodness!
Rami minored in astrophysics, so he's gonna go in there too.
Knack just wants to look through all the drawers.
It doesn't seem like an actual telescope, but as you get to look into it, it seems like a advanced computer system. Indeed, interfacing with it, putting your head in the helmet looks like it'll maybe not drop you into like VR or anything like that, but definitely allow for viewing of some kind of other space or other video, perhaps. Doesn't look like it's attached to any orbital telemetry or telescope.
It's really disappointing. Okay. More computers for people who know about computers.
What does anybody want to put on the helmet and take a ride in whatever this crazy contraption is?
100%.
Can we investigate this thing before we do that? Because I remember the last time
we're gonna put on the helmet.
If there's another clone Rami that pops out of this thing, I'm gonna be.
Are there any odd symbols on it before anybody puts it on their person?
No,
just devil marks all over it. Wicked looking.
I mean, we found like an Omega symbol on the last one. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't.
Nothing like that. And as Rami, you go to pop into this thing, indeed, you see what looks like kind of a hazy image at first that seems to show kind of mathematical formula in a physical format. And as your brain is trying to make, heads or tails of what you're seeing, it does seem to be trying to visually assimilate another dimension, like a further dimension or some other state of being. So your eyes are having a little hard time at first adjusting, but eventually you are able to kind of focus up and peer into what looks like a very large representation of a digital data core, a central core of some sort. Is a very large room. The walls and floor seem to be made of energy, colors shifting radically through, several sheets of multicolored glass. You see what looks like two very sturdy Sivv poised as bodyguards near what looks like the only entrance to this chamber, and a third, slightly smaller Sivv who seems more imposing, perhaps larger armor in one corner, and a duplicate that seems to mimic their movements as kind of an after image that pulses with a static glow. Miles, since you're the one looking at this, why don't you give me a computers check to see if you can figure out what you're looking at.
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's a 54?
Don't know why I'm making you roll this. What if you would roll the 1? Yes, you would still figure this out.
I am the computer.
You're able to look further past this and see what this computer core seems to be focused on. You see images on the screens in this room of Absalom Station and Arc Prime with what looks like lines of flowing energy forming a lattice work from one to the other. And it seems like this head Sivv at the controls of this room here seems to be attempting to drain the Starstone and any and all magical energies inside Absalom Station. Why don't you make me a perception check as well?
Right. 38.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a good. Someone rolled a good perception check on the podcast. You realize, looking at this digital after image of this Sivv, it isn't just mimicking the movements with a specific precision of like an image. It seems to be a completely separate digital creature, very similar to the hard light creatures that you fought in the holographic chamber there. That seems to be duplicating it. So that it's not just the three of them. There seems to be another hard light Sivv in this chamber, kind of aping this one's movement.
And I guess what I want to know is this is all. This isn't like a VR thing. That I'm actively just watching like a situation unfold. I'm not actively there in any sort of like VR sense, correct?
Why don't you make me a mysticism check, actually? Let's go a little bit beyond science into the quantum realm.
Is that 34?
Yeah, so if what just happened to Andis is kind of the same rel state technology, this could be happening right now somewhere in the ship or in the ship's AI core in another state of reality. And you could have a one-to-one like view in on perhaps the control deck, if that is what indeed you're looking at.
But they can't see me, correct? I'm not there in a sense, right?
Well, if they had a similar device inside rel state that was able to look at the material world, they could potentially see you. It seems like instrumentation like that is being used to observe Absalom Station right now. So
okay.
Probably not looking at security feed.
Is Rami able to kind of hear and talk to his teammates?
Yeah, well, as you're in this place at first, you are pretty fully aware of the outside world, like the cool air on your skin, perhaps Alindra like moving off to your side. But as you go deeper into this exploration of rel state, you begin to lose more and more other senses as you're keyed into just a visual representation of this other dimension and this quantum reality. And as that happens, time passes pretty quickly as Rami seems to be kind of plugged into the machine, and he stops responding to you and eventually is completely unresponsive.
The reason I asked is I feel like being a technomancer and understanding that there could have been some sort of ramifications, that Rami might have used his limited telepathy to at least talk to Alindra, who's right next to him, and kind of give her a kind of play-by-play of what he's seeing and what's unfolding in front of him. So are you saying that like as the more he's in this machine, like that stops as well? Like he's like completely kind of in tune with whatever's happening? At
first, you two can psychically communicate, but eventually Alindra, Rami does taper off and stop reporting back as he goes deeper and deeper into this realm, because it does seem like you can finally tune this device with your mind and move past rel state or whatever sub-dimension you are looking at and into further deeper quantum truths that are out there beyond the bounds of this material world or this world of energy or wherever you're looking at. And as you're looking deeper in, perhaps you just are drawn in. Time seems to stretch for you a little bit, whereas it moves at a regular pace for everyone else here. But eventually you see what looks like complete darkness and can see yourself kind of walking around in a space here, and three figures emerge from the periphery of your vision, and eventually you're able to start to make out their humanoid forms, make out who exactly they are, and you recognize them as your mother, your father, and your AI grandfather, Kindori, who all kind of walk up to greet you and say, hello, hi, how are you?
So I think Rami might take a second to like look around and make sure like what's happening to him is not this is in real time, and he's kind of like pointing at himself like, me?
Yeah. Welcome, Rami Quindar of Verces.
It's a rather formal greeting from people who are very familiar to me.
We have taken this form as these are three figures you see as those who best shaped and created you as you stand here today, this place.
And who are you exactly?
Your grandfather says, I am a being of three minds, that which ones of your kind have called the All Code.
Okay.
Your mom steps over and is like, you are a channeler of the techno arcane, but still, how is it you have access to this realm?
Through Sivv technology.
And why is it that you have come here?
Dumb curiosity.
Your father's like, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, I just put the helmet on.
This is a place outside of space and time. it cannot be quantified in your realm. The fact that you are able to retain your consciousness here is somewhat unbelievable, actually.
So is it your curiosity that's talking to me, or is there an actual purpose to this conversation?
You have come here. You have awakened us. But we can feel even beyond space and time. The object that you call the Starstone is currently under attack by these, you call them Sivv?
Yes. And I would love to have some advice as to how to help repel these invaders.
You have the power within you, Rami Quindar of Verces, but we can tell you that if you and your friends are not able to succeed at this, it is possible it is already too late for the place that you call the Drift, and the actions of the Sivv might have repercussions beyond this plane of existence. Your mother comes over and is like, you peered into this vastness and you found something that indeed will last beyond your years here, something after this, and I can see it in you now. It is the same thing that we see in you that we saw in your friend Andis upon the rock that they call Alluvion. It is a path forward that you must find amongst the stars after this that will help millions, whether you succeed or fail in your mission.
Are you talking about my current teammate Andis, or are you talking about Andis 147?
They are many and they are one. Their being has not changed in a great deal of time before we were in existence. We cannot be there in your realm right now, but it is possible we can aid you along the way. You may not be able to use it, but we can leave our mark upon you when you leave this place. Is that agreeable to you?
It is.
Your mother just opens up her arms, give you a big hug, and it's like, join with us, Rami, and in the span of a lifetime, we will show you great power.
Not loving how edible this is, but all right.
Just give me a hug, Miles. Come on, get over here. Hug it out. The four of you perhaps embrace, and obviously the entire darkness begins to glow brightly until you're infused with light, and indeed are taken on a journey perhaps that lasts eons in the snap of a finger. But in the outside computer interface, it's only about 10 minutes or so while Rami's mind is fully gone inside this machine. Even if you pull him out, he seems to be somewhere else. But Rami, as you wake up, you do feel ever changed. And as you all look at him, there's a constant crackling blue light inside your eyes as you get powered up by whatever this was, and wherever you just went.
He knows
Kung Fu. That was the best. Same thing.
Sorry, I stepped all over your line. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
Clap, take it again.
No, never apologize, Tyler.
If you want to retrain and get some levels in Vanguard or martial arts.
I do have a question, Patrick. Is that specifically to me, or if anyone else put this helmet on, would they have a similar experience? Like, would I know that?
Oh no, that seemed to be just for you, our friendly technomancer.
Oh boy. So I mean, Rami would absolutely tell his team, like, word for word exactly what happened, and kind of hope that anyone who's in the leadership position might have an idea.
Well, I'll just say your mystical people were cooler than our mystical people.
I mean, sure.
Sure, we got wishes, but I don't have cool eyes, so...
I wish I had wishes.
I wish I had cool eyes. Next time we adventure, you be the fighter, I'll be the technomancer.
This is the second time I've had different eyes, so in this game. So
yes, this whole party has actually had kind of a thing with eyes over the years. It's something maybe we should have like group therapy over.
I think our good friend Seth did draw your character this season with blue crackling eyes.
Oh yeah,
I was just making that for. I was making sure that happened.
That is awesome, Patrick. Thank you. That was just a flair because I wanted him to look like the Electric Superman from the 90s.
Kind of looks like Raiden from the.
I mean, that works too.
Mortal Kombat movie, but
he would absolutely give the information that he got about how important what we do is, because we might even be too late. And honestly, he probably kind of leaned more towards Alindra because, I mean, she is kind of the de facto captain of this team, as to what this might mean for us.
I don't know who made me captain.
Look at me. Look at me.
Is it
Look at
Alindra
me.
captain?
I'm the captain now.
I don't know. We haven't been on a ship in a very long time.
For some reason I thought Alindra was captain. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was season 1. I think
season
Nak is
1.
captain now.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Because
we just avoid a space combat every chance we get.
I mean, he'd tell Nak anyway because that's his bro. He's business bro. But so
Edrass would maybe say,
Well, if we know that they are trying to do something in this rel place, then perhaps there are other computers like this that they are accessing it through. So the quicker we can find where this is happening and take those folks out, the safer the Starstone will be. So I think we should expedite our search of the area.
Cathlo will back you up and says, yes, whatever he just said. That makes perfect sense. Let us continue on and find more of these transposition keys that we really don't know that much about.
Oh, was that a key?
That was not, but that is a boon that you're going to get for Rami, Miles, at level 20, but not right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you got the wait.
the power's still dormant. It's building up.
Right, I know, but that's such an FU.
Yeah. All you can do right now is that thing in At World's End where the beings open their mouths and eyes and they're all blue and like crazy looking.
Spoilers.
Yeah, you can look it up.
I mean, I'm also the person that's going to make Sean's big speech about being drunk at the very end.
Yeah. Do you guys want to head on to the next part of the hallway, the next set chamber? See if you can find another one of these keys.
I guess there's nothing else in this room.
Yeah, you said there were storage containers. Can we loot the storage containers?
The supply cabinets contain an array of materials used to maintain and repair the observation scope. That's it.
Why are there 2 of me on the board?
And 1 AA battery. Drew, add it to your character sheet.
Wait, there are 2 Ramis? It was a clone all along!
I can control them both too.
Probably
the door.
A clone, buddy.
Oh, I didn't even.
Yes, there's one on kind of the edge here, and then the hallway continues on for hundreds of feet.
Let's go in the big door.
Okay, hang on.
Well, there you go. Okay, opening up the door here to a very large chamber. Inside, you see a wide alcove across the room's only door. Ends in a smooth, rounded wall with several metallic discs, each about 2 feet in diameter. There's wires from each of these discs leading into an array of computers and testing equipment here. But perhaps the most important thing you see in this room is a very large giant character and a Sivv right next to him. Whoop.
Oh, no.
As you stealthily open the door and it goes, Kashirk. This giant looks around at you and says, and Sivv to his mate here says, that's them right there. They took out your friends and they're going to take you out now too. Let's roll into that initiative turn order.
Oh my, combat.
Yeah, who would have thunk
In
it?
this day and age?
In this economy?
In this economy?
I see how. Can we? Can I get a 2-week?
Tyler, just continuing your one rolling streak, looks like.
Yep, it does.
It
I mean,
looks.
you still beat Alindra, so, you know,
Oh my gosh, Rebecca, how slow are
really slow.
you? Yeah. I mean, +6 is not nothing, but
Could be better.
it also might be the worst on the team. So I guess.
It is.
Easily.
Yeah. I thought you were maybe I'm thinking of season 1. Alindra was faster than.
Yeah, probably. I feel more in con
respect
this time.
universe's strongest woman, Alindra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, we got some
con
pretty
and strength this time.
pretty low rolls in general here. Let me see. Let me roll. Talk to my guys here, my friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Sivv, Mr. Giant.
6, 1, 3, 8, 8.
Okay, first up in the turn order is an Andis 148 out in the hallway.
Whee!
Squeezing in the hallway.
Oh boy, that didn't roll particularly well. This is a big surprise.
What did you roll here on the dice?
I rolled an 8.
Oh boy, you're in the first.
All right, let's see. Where's the door? I feel like it's covered up by somebody's.
It's right in front of Alindra. Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2.
So maybe 20, 25 feet of squeezing until you can kind of get out in the open here.
So it's going to take me basically my whole turn to get into the room.
To squeeze on through.
Yeah. And I squeeze my way in, and I say, "That guy looks kind of big."
Cut it out.
I was like,
Baddies.
that's my job. I'm the one who's supposed to look big. Why is this Sivv so small? Why is this other guy so big? Oh my! And then I'll just pull out my weapon. And,
Oh boy.
and ready myself for a punches Maximus.
We might do something else on our giant's turn. Yeah, we're gonna rain down some fire and electricity damage on you all. I think this is gonna be everybody. Just gonna cast it kind of towards the back here. Can you all make me a reflex save, as indeed a large amount of stellar plasma kind of rains down in the hallway as the giant calls forth a star storm. Very simple. DC 26 save.
Reflex save?
Reflex save.
Oh.
We're starting off with a lot of damage. Does anybody want to go ahead and roll for our friend Kathlo?
Sure.
No.
I want to see. Yeah. I mean, here comes.
I don't want to subject her to that.
Son of a.
Tyler's like, sure, I'll kill her. Sure,
Third
rough.
one tonight.
Oh my gosh! It's one of them nights. It's one of them nights, fam. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Tyler also rolled a 3 for.
I can't go. I can't roll into. Dude, I get the Spear of Fates back, and look what happens.
It's very low damage. It is 31 electricity, 23 fire, so 54 in total amongst those. Kathlo is still up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the damage?
31 electricity, 23 fire.
31, 23. Okay.
Yes. And yeah, as that is happening, that's just an instantaneous starstorm effect. And the Sivv here is going to blast with a degenerator rifle attack. We're going to shoot Andis 148. Big guys in the room. 10 on the dice, I think, is against EAC. Where are you? Acid and Sonic. What is your EAC, Jabert?
My EAC is 39.
Okay, 10 on the dice. This is a hit, or like I said, half acid, half Sonic.
Okay, hang on a minute. All right, so how much acid and how much Sonic?
It is 55 in total, so we'll do 27, 28 acid and Sonic. I'm sorry, I'm just doing like every kind of energy damage possible.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So that does a fair amount more damage than otherwise you might expect.
Oh boy, that is.
Wait,
you have a weakness?
but actually, I do have a weakness. But actually, but the acid does less than you would expect.
Yay! So I'd average out to about what I expect.
About to exactly what you would expect.
Okay.
But oofa doofa, that was a whole heap of damage. Oh boy.
That is their turn. Knack, Feldspar, you are next.
Can I see the giant from where I'm standing?
No, I think you'd have to get a little further into the room here. You're kind of in the hallway.
All right, I'm gonna move just in here. And can I, is there something I can roll to see if I can, because we fought a bunch of giants that have been mind controlled, to see if I can see any obvious signs of mind control on this guy?
Give me a general sense motive check from what you had before.
General sense motive?
Yeah. So you're pretty sure this looks to be part of the group of the celestial giants that you've already met, and so likely has been through the indoctrination process and has fallen victim to it. Seems to be working with the enemy.
Okay. Hey, buddy, you've been indoctrinated. You've been brainwashed. I don't know if you know that. We almost got brainwashed ourselves. It's kind of a big deal. We understand that it's a very difficult process, but, we're just hoping that you would come to terms with that and maybe help us crush that squid.
The giant turns to the Sivv and it's like, the small furry one is their captain. Kill him first.
I mean, that's accurate. I've got the command codes to prove it. But in the meantime, get him. And I don't know, we'll shoot him with a gun. Specifically a laser pistol. Oh boy, so strong.
Hey, every little bit.
Hey, a miss on the
28.
dice.
Oh boy.
5. Miles, Rami Quindar is up next.
All right.
I want to go back and see what you all rolled on these initiative checks. See how bad they are.
So
Miles also rolled an 8. A lot of 8s.
We've got a giant who is not sure who he is. Is that correct?
You've not seen him before, no, but he seemed to call out that he knew about you guys.
Well, I mean, everyone knows about us.
Well,
let's face it. We're kind of a big deal. So Rami is going to hop in there next to his buddy Knack, as he is wont to do. And so he sees the giant. He also sees the Sivv, correct?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm going to do a quick... we're going to start off with the heavy degenerator and fire at the Sivv.
Okay.
And roll 20. Thank you. Oh, so 26.
Also a miss.
Yeah, I figured.
You have a 5 on the dice, a 3 on the dice. Maybe Edrass Varanas can do better. I see you measuring out some distances here.
Well, I'm gonna do my standard, the old move and dash, the old charge attack, which will end our movement. I guess you can make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, you're charging up past the giant here.
Correct. We'll make 2 attacks at the end of this at a -4 each.
And make an attack against you first. I've rolled a 3 on the dice. We're all part of the party here. Make your attacks, sir.
Can and will do here. 35 against DAC.
That is a hit.
That is a nice amount of damage.
That's 69 on fire and electric.
Yes.
All right, first bit of damage on our giant friend, who indeed kind of looks like Ziello, but is wearing some cool looking skin tight armor. I love the art. Love the art on this one.
It makes me think of Ultron. Anyway, the second one's a miss.
Okay. That is going to take us to Kathlo's turn. You know it. You love it. The Aklath has a movement speed of 30 feet. So she's going to spend her turn squeezing. She doesn't really need a squeeze in the door, but is going to move past you all and kind of move up next to you, Edrass. All right. So yeah, Kathlo moves in right next to Edrass on this big old giant. Doesn't do much, but says, "Yo, charge! All Sivv collaborators must pay." Lindra Valis, you are at the bottom of the turn order. What would you like to do?
I am going to first turn on my haste circuit. I think I handed it off to Andis to charge last episode. I'm not sure how much it would have charged.
That is not something you can do with a haste circuit.
Really?
Yes, it is not a battery operated.
No, it's like they have a generator.
It's not based on a battery. It's a magical item that you have. Did you have any charges left?
I have 2 charges left.
Do you want to use them right now?
Yeah, I'm going to turn on my haste circuit. So I have to buy a new one? Is that how it works?
No, they automatically
It's like a per day thing, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how a spellcaster gets their spells back every single day. It's the same kind of thing for a haste circuit. It's just charges.
Yeah, ain't no battery on that bad boy. That's magic you got in there.
But then how many days has it been since I... Okay. Anyway,
it's been a very
we'll
long
figure it
day.
out. All right. It's a very long day.
I mean, since you woke up from the Sivv simulations, 6-7 hours.
That's it?
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah.
Gotten through a lot of story in 6 or 7 hours. Okay.
You've been pretty liberal with that haste circuit, huh?
I have 2 charges left, so I'm going to turn that on. I am going to move across the room. I'm going to stand between this evil Sivv guy, put myself completely in harm's way, but flank with Edrass.
Okay.
In doing so.
That will provoke an attack from the Sivv, who indeed will lash out. What do they have to lash out with? Actually, yeah, no, they got to go. They pull out weapons. They didn't move. Their quantum entangler attack. What is your EAC?
37.
Okay, I've rolled an 11. That is a hit. Roll some dice. I might have rolled too high a dice for Andis. Now I'm looking at it. Did I roll D8s or D6s for you? Well, regardless, this is 41 points of acid and sonic for Alindra. These, yeah, I rolled D8s instead of D6s.
I have a weakness to sonic, so I deserve D8s. So.
I'm just going to re-roll it.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be less than 35. It is, so that would only be 46 instead of 55. Okay, Rebecca, been hit by this thing. What would you like to do?
Yep. Did Edrass hit the giant? I guess since I'm fighting with Edrass, I'm going to continue hitting the giant. Although the giant just seems to be directing the Sivv to attack us. But I guess
attack Nag.
Take out the giant.
Okay.
All right. I will strike thrice with my solar weapon. I am flanking. I have the -5+2 for flanking built into my macro. Here we go.
Gotta get him on this big giant as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So 33 to hit. 33
against KAC is a miss.
All right. Here goes strike number 2. 44. That does include the get him.
That is a hit.
All right. That does 93 photon or damage with photon attunement.
Third attack.
All right. 36.
A hit.
Oh, good. That does another 88 damage.
Okay. And the giant is blooded after that attack.
Woo-hoo.
Top of the turn order, Andis 148. We're back to you.
All right. Let's see here. This dragon has actually moved away from me a little bit, but
dragon?
Sorry, giant is what I meant to say.
I was like, are you in our Pathfinder game?
I'm playing a whole new game.
It is Tuesday. We're really confused.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, this giant has moved away from me somewhat, but he doesn't know that I have haste. Whee! All right, yeah, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to move forward, and sounds like the giant is having a rough time. So
it's about to be rougher.
It's about to get a little bit rougher for old giant blue head metal body. I'm sure.
Is it like looking in a mirror? You guys are both like the same size.
Right, we're just the Spider-Man meme
right now,
pointing at each other.
You kind of are.
The armor, yeah. I mean, there, but for the grace of actually 20 feet or so.
Yeah,
goes you. This is a blue-skinned giant. Ooh, there's a good hit. 18 on the dice.
I was gonna say, like, I had to click away before I actually saw the roll on the dice. So, like, I was eager to hear that you said it was a good roll. Yeah, that'll be a 41 to hit, and the giant doesn't have get 'em, right?
He does have get 'em.
Oh, okay, but not damage affecting get 'em.
Not damage affecting get 'em. No.
Okay, so that'll be 94 points of bludgeoning to him.
And he's still up after that.
Oh, hopefully not for even longer. Ooh, only a 34 on that one. 35.
Does that include get 'em, or is that
35 with get 'em? So,
what's a plus? Get 'em to +2, yeah.
Oh, 36 then.
I was just making sure that your bonuses were able to take all of that.
Apparently, I don't play this game every week. I don't know.
That is a hit, and that is enough to knock him down.
Oh, for 100 points.
Yeah, triple
Blitz
digits.
the giant.
Couple of 10s on those D10s, a 9, an 8, and nothing below a 4. Ooh, that's the good damage that you hear so much about.
Let's go for that Sivv. I shout at the Sivv, I'm wearing your armor and it feels great. I attack him.
And I feel fine.
And I'm not even guilty about it.
Sivv, I think a little easier to hit.
Here's hoping.
Than the big old giant.
36.
That's a hit.
For 90. 90.
Okay, that is the first hit on the Sivv.
Well, the Sivv does not have get him on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 37 or 34.
That is still a hit. So
okay, cool.
90 points on. We're on to its turn. It's going to just take a step back away from all of you. And I don't know, are you within its range? Or is it within your range, Andis?
No, my range is 10 feet, typically. So
he's 15 feet away. I am going to use one of his many fun capabilities in our favorite. Try for a rel state dispersal. Which, if you recall, requires an attack roll. And it's going to Knack Feldspar. Let's rock a Knack. What is your EAC, Drew? It teetered on the 20.
35.
Oh, I would have loved to gotten a natural 20 disintegrate, but that 8 is just a hit. Can you make me a fortitude save?
Sorry, who?
Knack. Hey, you're A-okay, doing fine. 19 on your fortitude, is that what you just rolled?
Yes.
So you're only taking 4d20 damage.
Oh, good.
So there's a natural 20 in there. 42 points of acid damage.
Sounds right.
What is a disintegrate? Destructive damage. Yeah, so that is going to be its turn. Knack, we're back to you. It just tried to disintegrate you off of this plane of existence. Good sir, how would you like to respond?
All right, you prunk. What do you think you're doing? Are you about to lose at least 2 of those tentacles? Maybe your whole life. Probably your whole life. Clever feint.
Well, that wasn't clever. That was just violent.
Violent feint. Go, Drew.
Oh, but I got that expertise. 37?
That will not do.
Oh, no, that's not good. Get him. And then we'll shoot it anyway.
The lower bluff checks we've gotten from a Knack Feldspar. That disintegrate spooked you. It spooked you.
That's the first clever feint I've ever missed. 31.
That is also a failure to hit. Right? You're going against. Actually, no. That is against EAC. That is a hit.
Hey.
Oh, no. You're shooting through your friends. Miss. I just pull the rug out from you nonstop. Yeah, that's what happens when you're in the back of the room. I'm sorry. It has soft cover. That is not going to do. But don't worry, because Rami Quindar is next right after you. And maybe he can move forward and get a firing solution.
All right. So, I don't know if I have enough. Oh. So Rami is going to move 5 feet forward, which should give him a weirdly direct view of the Sivv guy.
No, every corner would be going through one of your allies' squares here. It looks like to me.
Oh,
to me.
Let me double check. So would it be up here? That would be no. It's here. Like that's
the line. See how the lines are going?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no direct shot.
All right, so some soft cover from Alindra. And I'm going to shoot with the heavy degenerate again.
You have get him, so some of that negative being...
Oh
no.
Tyler.
Natural 1.
What did you do to me?
Why would you do this, Tyler?
I know. Listen, we enjoyed just a blissful few episodes without the Spirit Fates, and we were a great team. Well, it's all coming.
We need to throw this away.
Down.
Just throw in the trash.
Would you like an official critical fumble or the critical fail deck made by Crittermanders?
I will take the only critical fail deck that matters, and that is the one made by Crittermanders.
Yeah.
I should say, Crittermanders, you could solve this. Ask create a new critical fail that is just the Spirit of Faith
we
is
do
permanently destroyed. We'll add it to the deck, and if it ever comes up, you may save us from the folly that is this weapon.
Season's gonna be over before that takes effect. This is from Caro Cogitatus. Neutrino Burst Overload. Your weapon overpowers, causing double damage, but the recoil throws off your aim. Make a second attack at a random target, allies, enemies, and yourself included. On a crit or natural one, this roll is ignored, but you've rolled 75 points of damage, so 150 points of damage is on the table for somebody. Let me just double check here. Make a second attack roll, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the room right now that are alive and up.
So do I roll a regular D20? Do I roll another attack? I don't understand.
It'll be another full attack, but let's see who you're going to attack first. I'm going to just go roll it down the initiative turn order. I'm going to re-roll an 8. Lino Bungo. All the way at the bottom of the turn order. That's an Alindra Valis.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And it makes sense. You're kind of like shooting through her square.
I am providing
just
soft
roll
cover.
another natural one, and this will be all.
Yeah.
Or natural 20. We're going to ignore non-natural 20 as well. So really what you don't want is a natural 19 right now. That's the last thing you want. So roll that attack again.
Natural 1.
Yeah. How often do you root for
Or
those
20.
natural ones?
No, we don't want to waste a 20.
Oh, that's true.
But a 5.
5 will probably do it. Yeah, that is going to be a miss, right, Rebecca?
Yep.
A full miss here. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and use your level reroll, though. How about it?
I've already used my level reroll.
Oh,
That's
you know
right.
what? You can have another one right now, Miles.
Oh, I do?
If you want to use it right now, yeah.
Against me?
I'm just
No.
we're having a goof and a gaff and a laugh and a anyway.
But it
I
could be a
almost looked
20.
Like he was seriously considering it. I was nervous.
Oh, come on. I would not. I would
Edrass,
never.
Edrass, we're on to you, sir.
I'm going to pull out a crossbow and try to shoot you from distance.
Crossbow? What year is it?
Crossbolter is what they call it, but no get 'em, it looks like. So this is just.
You think these rolls
Get him. There's get him.
Oh, sorry.
there's
Yeah.
get 'em.
I haven't
See the
updated
symbol?
The symbol on the character here. Go ahead and make these surely not cursed attacks because it's a completely different weapon.
Yeah, right. 43 to hit. 18 on the dice.
Oh, it's a hit.
Yeah, 64 points of damage.
Okay, still up.
And
Is that your full turn or?
oh yeah, that's my full turn because I had to pull it out.
Okay, then we're on to Cathlo, who's going to move on up and make a strike. Gore attack. Let's gore it up. Well, 3 on the dice. Don't you worry about Cathlo. She's got the bad rolls that you hear about from me. Alindra, we're on to you.
All right, Alindra has one more charge in her haste circuit, and then it's going to die. She is going to use that last charge to get into a flanking position with Kathy, and is going to take 3 strikes against the Sivv in between them.
Okay, flanking with your new ally here.
Yep, so I've got flanking bonus and get them built into the macro. Here we go. 43 to hit.
A hit.
89 damage.
Okay, still up. But is bloodied after that first attack.
38 to hit.
A hit.
84 damage.
Oh, a big bruising hit, but still up.
3 for 3.
Oh!
Natural 20 on the dice. What a wasted 20.
That's how you fish for crits. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What the listeners didn't hear is me hearing Rebecca from upstairs.
I hope it didn't wake up the kids.
Just shouting to the rafters.
That is how you do it, folks.
Yeah, and let's shout out a Patreon Crittermander supporter. You know them, you love them. Jonathan M., thank you very much for your support, your continued support on Patreon. And they have a very special message for all of you that maybe you're excited to hear, maybe not. They've written ahead and said, to be continued.
Oh.
I think that's the only time that's happened. We've had a crit to be continued. Season 4, first time for everything here. We are going to get back to the action here on Devastation Arc Book 3 and continue on next week. Guys, I was looking ahead. There are not that many episodes we have left in this season. We're definitely in single-digit territory at this point. So, man, time to start thinking about...
I think we just set a podcast record for damage in one turn because that was 355 damage.
I was tallying up that crit and it was 185 damage on just that one hit.
Yeah. And you haven't even, and that's without the 4d6 burn.
I'm not too worried because there's no more haste circuits forever. They're gone. They're off the podcast.
Banned.
So you better hope you're just standing next to something to attack it 3 times. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. Guys, thank you for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Listeners, thanks for listening, and we will catch you on the next episode. So long. Farewell.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.